I don't even know.
Listen to it. I guarantee it's Vincent Young. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, it should be.
You already live?
Yeah.
248 subscribers. Yeah, that shit's
'How many?
248 subscribers. As you know.
Hell no, that can't be me.
She said I definitely might lose this. Oh,
Shit.
bro, you don't know how to get to your YouTube?
Hold on.
Now, this great venue has hosted
Oh,
some
he said now he's
memorable
playing on a
playoff
big screen
games
out
over
of
the
way.
years, and these Bear
Oh,
fans
yeah,
are hoping
TV.
to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the
It's Vincent Young.
Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears.
One video. Let's see this.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Copy link. I got you. Don't even worry about it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of.
My nigga B coming out here.
Gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the
I already
outside,
see it.
trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check it back, check it back. Kill.
On second down, it's Elliott. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Alert three. Move off Parker.
Here's Savage.
I had a feeling it was that.
Credit the sack to
Okay.
Malik Jefferson.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Line him up. You ain't going nowhere.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Where's the tap? 19. Hey. Line him up.
On 2nd down now, Peyton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Got my set. 19. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. 26. Get him. Line him, go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And Gay knocks this one through. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Jim. Check. Sit up. Shoot.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 28. Nothing fancy there, a little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long run.
1st down, here's White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will tie us at 3-3. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the game.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch the slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
On first down, Peyton. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
51's the mic. Come on. You better bring it. 54. Mike 51. I'm going for back.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Running on first down, Eckler. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
To the right, boy. Tight to the right.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up. 1st and goal.
Let go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line line with third down upcoming. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's third and goal. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Squeeze. Check four. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Watch out. You go tight. You got
Going on the ground, it's White. And he's got Rome. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Leo.
Now a carry for White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Savage. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. On this stage, huge conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This is taken at his 4. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as the Bears push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
55, right there in the middle, 55. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Mike 5-5, Mike. Yep.
Here is Savage. That's complete to Bolden. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now the Bears are electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Team 6, go.
They are going to go with Savage. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Push him back. Push him back.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 24, Watson eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Flowers. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Brings up 2nd and 11. Hit it. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Savage nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Move. 55.
Savage now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. Peyton. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere. They bury him behind the line.
The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. On the ground, it's Eckler, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Watson. And he's got an open man, Clark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Set. 19. 51. What we got? What we got? What we got?
A give. Eckler running to the right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
We're set. 19. Mike 5-4. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
I got it. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
We're set. 19. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Hey, Sam off. Big Ed. Now.
10th carry now for Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46.
No. Off. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Shoot.
Going right side is White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Hey. You got to
Now a play fake, and it's Savage. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long. It's Savage. And he's going to go down again.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Go out. Fresno. Check 5.
They snap it to Savage. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Coming to you.
And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Who's that?
At the 34-yard line.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. So time to start going.